Have you guys ever walked into a major retailer and you thought, oh my gosh, I love those holiday signs. I love all of them. I wish I could make them. Well, I'm going to show you how you can make them yourself. I'm Jamie, the crafty DIY guy. Welcome back to my channel. I'd like to thank Cricut for sponsoring today's video. Now for these two projects, I'm going to be using these blanks that I picked up from the local dollar store. You can get these types of blanks at any kind of really retail or craft store. I wanted to go ahead and spray paint them both a bright holiday red because I was going to be using my Cricut Joy for this project. Now I went into Design Space, started searching through some Christmas ideas, and then landed on some Christmas cookie ideas because I have some neighbors that make some incredible Christmas cookies, and I wanted to kind of bribe them a little bit, let them know that I was thinking about them, and I was definitely thinking about those cookies. Now, in the description, you can search through projects that only take vinyl, that only take cardstock, that are single layers. There are so many different options, and what's so great about that is it really does give you a lot of choices, and it helps you narrow down to designs that really you want to see. Now, as you are going through your design space, you are going to go ahead and just select designs that are inspiring you. These can be a variety of things, and all you have to do is click on one and highlight it, and then when you are ready, you're going to open up your canvas. Now, they're all going to be laying on top of each other like you see here. Some of them are going to work for some of those blank pieces that I have, and some of them may not. The great thing is that I can save any of those designs that I really like, and I can come back to them at another point. Now, I did narrow it down for these two signs, or at least these two designs for my first two signs, but we are going to actually be making a third sign as well. So the great thing about Cricut Design Space, again, it's going to walk you through every single process. It is going to tell you when to load your machine, when to unload your machine, and when your machine is cutting. This is my favorite part, and I love watching my Cricut Joy be joyful and cutting and enjoying this process as much as I do. Now, what is so great about these blanks is that the paint is already dried. I used my red spray paint and took them outside. Now, my design here is white, so this is going to be hard to see at first, but with any of your Cricut materials, you're just going to go ahead and weed your vinyl. The Smart Vinyl weeds actually really easily, and if you just kind of pull gently on your design, you're going to see that the majority of your letters or your designs or whatever you've created are going to come up very easily, and that's exactly what happened here. Now, my design pieces, you still do need to kind of go through and weed a little bit and just kind of get rid of any little bits that are maybe laying around. And then you're going to add your transfer tape right on top of that. And your transfer tape is really what is the game changer here, because this transfers that design that is left on your vinyl pieces onto your creative pieces. So as you can see, I've made a sign here for most likely to make the most Christmas cookies. Now, there are a couple of letters that did not transfer over, but that's okay because they are still on my vinyl, so I was able to go through and easily recover those and just add those with little bits of used transfer tape. And as you can see, I've got the cutest Christmas cookie sign for my neighbor. She can put this in her kitchen. It's going to be perfect. Now for this next one, this is a larger one. I had a couple different inspirational ideas for this one, and the first design, believe it or not, did not work out well, but this one worked out really good. I love the way that one turned out. Now for this next design, I wanted something that was just kind of fa la 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 la, that just kind of reminded me of the holidays. I liked that previous design, but there were some elements in there that I just was not going to use. I couldn't ungroup them, so I decided instead to create my own. And I went through all of the different fonts that were available through Cricut Design Space. Again, there are tons of fonts available. And as I was searching through and just kind of experimenting with different types of font that I thought I would like, I found one that was almost identical to that sign. So I just duplicated it. I made sure it was the right size for my Cricut Joy, and I let the Cricut Joy just start doing all of the work. Now, once all of this was printed, I did begin to weed and kind of get rid of all the vinyl that I did not need on the side. I could have probably laid this out a little bit differently, but my fonts were just a little bit larger than what my Cricut Joy would have been able to handle. So I did go ahead and I just kind of sacrificed some of my vinyl. Definitely forgive me for that. The other thing that I did do here, though, that was actually pretty smart, is I took my designs and I overlapped them just a little bit. And then when I was using my transfer tape, I did kind of roll that. I always add it to the center and then start to kind of burnish this with my scraper tool and everything from Cricut. And I was able to transfer everything over very, very easily to my next project, which you guys have not even seen yet because I wanted this one to be a little bit special. This is going to be a very, very beautiful sign, and I'm thinking that I'm going to give this one to my mother when I see her. Now, I found this beautiful frame that was just kind of a blank canvas, and I thought that the fa la la would fit perfectly in the middle there. Now, I did intend to kind of cut this down in the center there. That way I could kind of make it work. So that's the other great thing about using your Cricut and using your transfer tape is that you do really have that ability to be able to go through and really add your design. Now, you'll notice here that I've kept the transfer tape on my design, and I'm using that because the grid lines there are actually going to help me be able to line this up. And this is a really great tip for you, because if you're wanting to add fonts like this that maybe you did have to cut apart because you didn't measure it the right way, or just because you're wanting to kind of customize it a little bit more, having those grid lines there really do help. Go ahead and just start to remove all of your transfer tape, and you will see that you've got a beautiful, beautiful design. Now, for the corner, I needed to add something a little bit special here and something that really, really represented the holidays. So I added this great corner spray. I really loved this with the pine cones, and the berries, and the snow. This created a beautiful holiday sign that I love so much. All right, you guys, I hope that you enjoyed today's video. Let me know in the comments below which ones were your favorite. If you're interested in getting your own Cricut Joy, there is an affiliate link down below in the description box where you can get this, or you can make sure that Santa has this on your list. We are shopping early, we are starting early, and there's all kinds of really great things that you can do with this little machine. This is probably my absolute favorite Cricut machine that I own, and I am so thankful that they wanted to partner with me on today's video. Let us know in the comments below which ones were your favorite, and also let me know if you are putting the Cricut Joy on your Christmas list this year. All right, guys, take care. Bye-bye.